Hey Soul family and survivors of trauma and narcissistic abuse. Today I wanted to talk about, I felt led to talk about, I definitely prayed ahead of time, I felt led to talk about what I don't really hear a lot of people talking about in the healing community, is that a lot of times when we go through trauma or abuse, it's very painful, but it actually activates something in our soul and our life experience that trigger us to maybe learn to heal in a different way, like being able to set better boundaries, being able to speak our truth, learning how to speak our truth and self-advocate and self-love and more discernment and worthiness issues. It triggers all these wounds for healing. And I was talking to a beautiful mama of a kiddo that I know that had a lot of really early trauma, and they were saying they feel really worried for him. He struggles a lot. And my experience with this particular kiddo is I feel like he's super witty, super wise, very self-advocates quite a lot. I mean, I'm also really, I try to be a safe space emotionally, so he's really good about advocating when something's not right, or he says something to me and I find him to be very articulate. But the mama was expressing that he struggles a lot in school, and I just really believe that, okay, don't hate me for this, I love teachers and I love educate. I think they're doing a lot of good things, but I feel like our traditional school model and our traditional work model is still really designed to kind of keep people small and in like a box, and like not want them to hit the glass ceiling and to speak up. And like some of these kiddos that, and just people, adults too, with trauma, are meant to raise the glass ceiling, meant to really tap into their self-worth and their authenticity in a way that people that have not had a lot of trauma and triggered into that really dark shadow wounds. I think that was 222 on the clock there. No, it's 202. That the average person maybe isn't called to step into. So I just want to encourage you, anybody out there that maybe feels different, that you're trying to fit in, that you feel like you don't belong, like you're the black sheep, like you aren't meant to fit in. You have had a life experience that's meant to help you break out of the box and to be the game changers, the glass ceiling breakers, and to not, I know that it can be really hard when you look around and you just want to fit in. A lot of people just want to fit in and be accepted, but your community is out there. It may not be in your school system or your neighborhood or your family life or your friend group. It might be outside of that. And the more you start recognizing your worth and that you are special and beautifully and wonderfully made, despite your upsets and your triggers and your wounds and your anxiety and your depression and the ways you feel different, you may be learning disabilities, you're not getting as good of grades as everybody, whatever your struggles are, like try to see those as like your very unique soul qualities that are making you you, and your community is out there. They will find you, but it takes that first step is the awareness and the self-acceptance, that to not be shaming yourself like because you're different, to just accept who you are and the gift that you are and the gifts that God gave you and where you're called to go. I know that is easier said than done, but the more you can center into that wholeness, the more it's like that self-healing, the more God is going to bring people and situations and circumstances that are more in alignment with you. And I just felt called to talk about that, and I would love it if all of us could be better at discerning our environments and who we're aligning ourselves with, because I think like people with trauma and abuse can also attract more narcissistic abuse and trauma to us because we have those unhealed wounds. And I mean, we're always going to be healing and learning our whole entire life. So I would love to help you. Not only do I do remote Reiki and energy healing and channeled messages, but I also have developed a soul quality test for you to be able to test the quality of someone's soul that you are thinking of aligning with, a partner and up with, or in your really close contact with, because those kinds of people really can drag you down on your healing journey. You need to cut those kind of people out. The souls that are just the takers of the world, they have come to earth and have decided as a soul incarnated here on earth, we are a soul with a body. They made a soul level decision to to take, that they don't want to receive the divine energy. They need to take it from their environment. And those are the type of people you need to stay away from. When you are on a healing journey and you had already a lot of trauma and abuse and things like that, you need to be more discerning and stay away from those kind of people, because your healing journey is going to require you to get centered and right with yourself and your divine team and other aligned souls with you on your life path. So that soul quality test is a new service that I offer. I'm super excited about it, because if more of us could be a little bit more discerning on the front end of who we're aligning with and partnering up with, having kids with, marrying, dating, being best friends with, working, having on our team with work career wise, like I think it would be a really great thing for all of us to have that level of understanding and awareness on the front end before we've already encountered more trauma. We do not need to be walking around with more trauma, attracting more trauma. We need to be healing, not only for ourselves, but our future generations, past generations, and you weirdos out there, you black sheep. My nose is dripping, confirmation when I'm releasing a lot of energy. I feel like this is going to really be powerful for someone. You are meant to break those cycles of abuse and heal. That's why you were giving these challenges, and these light codes are within you. Whatever you are struggling the most with, God gave you the light codes inside of your soul to heal in this lifetime. I truly believe that. You just need to find the right tribe, even if it's online, in a safe space, in a safe community like this. That's how I started healing, is I just kind of started separating myself from my environment. I kind of started noticing when I left my toxic ex, or he left me and discarded me, whatever, it was a blessing in disguise. I started kind of also noticing where other areas of my life were a little toxic, and I started to just pull back and trust myself and my angels and my guides, and went on a spiritual path. Now I'm grounding a lot more of that into my reality and meeting more souls physically who are aligned with me. But I went through a season of isolation because I didn't have that support, and that maybe is where you are right now. And it's okay to find your online community, which is such a beautiful thing about social media. Can be toxic as well, but the positive aspects of it are we can find people from all across the globe, more now than ever before. So find your tribe. If you need healing or coaching or a soul quality test, just to confirm one way or another with someone that you're dealing with that you think might be someone, if you're not sure and you're kind of questioning, like if somebody seems a little off to you, or red flags, like there's a way to tell for sure whether or not they'd be a person you should align more with. Because some people are just, they have good souls, they're just have unhealed wounds themselves and might be exhibiting toxic behavior. That doesn't necessarily mean they're a narcissist. And narcissist is just a certain type of spiritual soul for me. That's how I see it. I don't see it so much as a personality disorder. I see it as a soul disorder. And I can help you with that if you want more discernment. So see me at the zenzone@mail.com. MAIL, the Zen Zone. And I'm happy to help you on your path. Okay, bye. Until next time.